Hey, welcome to my channel. Been working on this old Mercury Cougar for a while, off and on. And yesterday I stuck the engine and transmission back in it. There's a video on this channel as well. And by the way, welcome to the channel. I hope that it's not your first time, but if that it is, maybe you'd subscribe to it and share it, like it, hit the notification buttons, and whenever I put content up here, maybe it'll be something that you like and you enjoy. So today we're going to put an old school rear-wheel drive shaft back in. First thing to note is it's got a new seal here. I put a new seal in it while the transmission and everything was out of the car. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this drive shaft like so. You can notice here it's got universal joints on this end that aren't capped off and stuff, or they're capped off, but they're not the style that would have 4 bolts holding them in. These have U-bolts. First thing that I do here is I'm going to make sure this is good and clean. I've already greased that seal before I put it in, but I'm also going to take a little bit of this silicone grease and I'm going to smear it on here a bit, just to make sure that, we don't damage that seal whenever that we go together, and that it's lubricated up before that we start moving the car and actually moving transmission fluid. So that's lubed up good. And what we're going to do here is we just put this up in here, and we get these splines started. I'm hoping you can see this good. Shuffle it around a little bit until it slides all the way in. Everything's looking pretty good there. We'll come back here and we'll align this universal joint into this yoke back here on the rear end. I'm hoping you can see this. I'll get some light on it here. This aligned up in the yoke in the transmission. Once that's done, they're held in place with these U-bolts. You slide the U-bolt in, find the nuts and the lock washers here. We get them started. We'll put these on here, tighten them up good and tight. When you're doing this, you need to make sure that the transmission's in neutral so that it can actually be turned. Otherwise, it's difficult to get these in place. I'd like to show you one thing here. Get that bright light out of your eyes. When you set this in here, make sure that these caps of those are bearing caps, so there's bearings in there. I've already had those off, looked at it, and the bearings are good. There's lots of grease in them, and the drive shaft, the universal joints aren't loose. So once this is put back on there and tightened up, that's the drive shaft installation, and it's completed. Way simpler than some of the front wheel drive stuff that we work on these days, but that sucker doesn't want to start. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna just tighten these up, and I'm done putting the drive shaft in. I'll move on to the next step, which is gonna be, I'm gonna go ahead and get this transmission drive gear back in. There's some weights that go on here. I'm gonna finish installing a filter in here. I don't know if I might video some of that. So one way or another, thanks for watching. I hope it helps you out a little bit. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, and again, if you like this, subscribe to it, share it around, and check out some of my other videos. I've got videos of rebuilding the engine, and rebuilding the front end. So I think it's some good stuff, and I'm hoping that it's helping people out. Y'all have a great day.